Well, hello everyone and welcome to Hero Wars livestream. My name is Bob and I am, of course, Hero Wars Community Manager.
Hi, and I'm Tanya, and I'm also community manager for Hero Wars.
What a coincidence. Has been a while since we both streamed with each other.
Yes, it finally happened.
Yes,
so here
yes. Each time I was streaming by myself or with someone else, people were chanting Tanya, Tanya, and now we finally meet once again, even though not in the office, but you know, what can you do? What can you do? So anyway, guys, why are we all here today? Tanya, do you mind telling us that?
Oh yeah, we have a special event, Darkness Falls, where you can get a new heroes. There are two of them.
Yeah.
You can get Corvus and Morrigan for completing special quests during this event. It lasts for 7 days, so don't forget to summon these heroes, because there will be no other possibility for some time to summon them.
Oh yeah, only 7 days to go, guys.
Yes.
So hope you've already started playing the event. Hope you already summoned Corvus and Morrigan. If not, no big deal. I'm sure you definitely will. And for now, we will, give you an overview of both those heroes and this new special event. Shall we? So let me just give me just 1 second to set things up for you guys, so we can check out, I think, special event first. That would be, the most feasible thing to do. And let's jump right into the game.
Well, there's still some trouble with my sound. Sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah.
It's something about an echo, so maybe we can fix that, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Sorry, guys, sorry for your ears.
Yeah, let me just check one last thing here. Maybe maybe there's something wrong with the way we're communicating here through the specific thing, third-party thing. So yeah, Tanya, you could, I think, for now, tell a bit about special event. I think I can, just open the map for you guys, and you can, talk a bit while I'm trying to fix this sound issue.
Yeah, it won't be a pleasure to listen to me right now, but still, yeah, we have a special map. You can get there through this throne. You can see it on the square of the Stronghold. Yeah, and there you can find new quests and a boss. You can find him to get the coins, which is used to summon Morrigan and Corvus.
Yep.
You also, on this map, you also can find the shop of Corvus and Morrigan. Just click on the icon of either Corvus or Morrigan. So there you'll find Corvus and Morrigan and other cool resources to level up them.
Yep, so I tried to fix a little bit of that. I hope at least something was better. Well, now that you got the chance to hear Tanya discussing the event, I hope that you guys realize that the sound is fine now. Yeah, hope that we will be able to, make it better next time. So anyway, yes, as Tanya mentioned, this special event is basically where you get Morrigan and Corvus and other cool stuff by earning their coins. But I believe that Tanya has already covered that, and we can just, get to the part where we discuss their skills. And to do so, I will have to take you back to the previous window just for a second, because I need to log into the test server. All right, so if there's anything going on in the chat right now, I think that's the perfect time to to address that, if you have something interesting.
Well, it's still about an issue. It's still about an issue with my sound. But I'm really sorry, guys. My micro isn't good.
Yeah. We'll definitely deal with the microphone next time, I hope.
There is a question about Undead feature. Well, yes, it's exclusive for Corvus and Morrigan for now, so only the new heroes got the special role. It's unique for them. They got the role Undead.
Yes.
So yeah, and later we'll speak about their skills, and then we'll see that Morrigan's skeletons are also considered as undeads. So every skill is working for them.
Yep, exactly. This is a perfect segue to actually discussing Morrigan's skills. We will start with her because, as Tanya mentioned, she summons undead skeletons, which is her first active ability, and this is important to keep in mind when we'll be talking about all their skills that depend on undead allies.
And don't worry, that's a test server. If we didn't mention that, because yeah, the heroes, the red heroes are scary.
Yeah, it can be
worry.
Intimidating. Yes,
it's just a test server.
Yeah, it's a test server too, because we will be running some fights in between heroes, and it makes sense to have them all maxed out for the sake of more better understanding of how heroes actually work. So yeah, anyway, her first skill, Morrigan's first skill, is to summon an army of Gravian, which consists of 3 undead skeletons, and she can summon up to 6 skeletons with this ability and her fourth ability, which we will get to shortly. But here, not really much ground to explain behind this skill. What is important to know is that those undead skeletons are undead. And so that means that all the skills of Corvus and Morrigan that depend on undead allies, they work for the skeletons as well. So for her second skill, Bone Armor, is basically buffing the undead allies, making it so that their armor and their magic defense is increased, and she also heals her undead allies, which means that Morrigan will heal herself, she will heal Corvus, and she will heal all the skeletons that she can summon.
Yeah, of course, she considers herself as undead.
Yeah, of course, she considers herself as undead as well. So a lot of people are asking about a gift, so let me just set something straight here, guys. Today, there's not going to be a gift on this live stream because this is an informational live stream. We try to, keep it gift-free. All the gifts you can find in our official groups when we post them, and you can be totally sure that next week there's gonna be posts with gifts in them. Don't worry about it. Today we're just gonna be talking about Corvus and Morrigan and about event. So there's that. All right. So now that we covered her second skill, let's go to her third skill, which also targets only an undead allies. So basically, whenever an undead ally drops below 20% health, Morrigan heals them by a pretty large amount. And what's interesting here to know is that this skill works every 8 seconds for each ally, which means that Morrigan can use it simultaneously if there are many undead allies. For example, she has 2 skeletons and Corvus, and all of them drop to below 20% health. Morrigan can heal them one after another in a row, and she can repeat that same effect after 8 seconds for each ally. Hope I'm not, hope I'm making a bit sense here, because I realize it's a bit convoluted to grasp. But basically it means that Morrigan can heal her undead allies really fast. And that's the most interesting part for me.
Yes.
Okay, so her first skill is buffing her undead skeletons that she summons. But that's not the most interesting part of the skill. The most notorious part of the skill is that she prevents any sort of resurrection. So basically, if Astaroth is trying to resurrect either himself or his ally, Morrigan will not allow him to do so. And also we have Rufus in the game, who can resurrect himself if he dies from magic damage. Well, guess what? Rufus won't be able to resurrect as well if you have Morrigan with this skill on your side. So that's pretty interesting. And now we will, with that understanding of how undead role sort of works, we can go back to Corvus, to our undead king.
We'll focus on his skills, and then we'll show you some battles with his heroes, and we'll show you some setups.
Yeah.
So we'll see how effective they can be.
Yeah. People are asking about X4 Emerald sales. The thing is, we never really announce those things in advance. We get the information about them rather close to them actually happening, and we only do the posts once they start. So sorry, we can't really shed any light on this question. But you will you just have to stick to our official pages, our official Facebook page if you're from Facebook, or our official Discord server if you're from the web version of the game, and you will get the notification once it's up. So there's something to hope for. So yeah, Corvus. Basically, his first active skill, he deals damage and decreases defenses of the enemy team who stands right in front of him. He decreases the armor, he decreases the magic defense, and he decreases dodge. And the interesting part is that this effect is better, 10% better actually, with each undead ally on his team, counting Corvus himself as well. So basically when Morrigan summons all this great army of Craven, the skeletons who are undead, they buff Corvus's skills. Well, the first skill specifically. So yeah, there's the the conjunction, the important conjunction that we have here. Those undead heroes, as you might have already guessed, work best when they are both in the same team, naturally.
Yeah, it's better to use the ultimate skill of Morrigan first.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you use it first, then Corvus gets, a better buff for his first ability. But of course, it's not always like possible. For example, on Arena, where you can't really, use the first skills manually. But nevertheless, now to his most, in my opinion, interesting skill, the third skill, Altar of Souls. Now, Altar of Souls is actually basically a benchmark of his hero. It's basically, his card, I would say. So what Corvus does, he summons this altar, and each time Corvus's allies take damage, this altar deals pure damage to the attacker. And this altar is basically very effective against enemies who deal many instances of damage per second. So like if enemy can poison you, if an enemy can, like Kira can hit multiple enemies one by one in a short period of time, this altar will deal significant amount of damage to the attacker, and that is exactly what you will be seeing once we will jump to the fights that we've prepared for you guys.
Yeah, and it's especially effective when you have Albus in your team or his patronage on Corvus. So Corvus can have like his patron either Albus or Oliver.
Yeah.
And Albus is effective.
Yeah, Albus is very effective.
Yeah,
because he basically increases pure damage, and Altar deals pure damage. So there you go. All right, now the fourth skill called Royal Defense. Quick disclaimer, this skill works not only for the undead, this skill works for everyone, basically any hero in the game. So what it does is it teleports a hero whose health drops below 20% to the middle lane, basically effectively saving them from damage, because the targets of enemy Tekken team switches, and if Corvus teleports someone from the front line, they go to the middle lane, and as a result they get more chances to get healed, to get buffed up and whatnot. So
and Undead hero who can be a lifesaver.
Oh, that's I haven't thought about it that way. That's actually pretty nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Sort of ironic a bit, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. So, now that we covered the skills, I'll just take a look at the chat real quick, and I think we are ready to dive into the battles. I think that's gonna be interesting.
I'm already in the darkness because,
Yeah, you got a pretty cool, allure around you, pretty cool atmosphere.
That vibe.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like Morrigan in the tower. Hope you watched The Legend.
Yeah. Obviously. Can you tell us which heroes go in front of and behind Corvus and Morrigan? Oh, so, I can't cover all the heroes, but Corvus fights as a tank. So he goes in the front line. Morrigan tends to be sticking, if I'm not mistaken, she is basically in the middle lane, but maybe in the back line. I just checked it for you real quick, so there's no misunderstanding in that part. And she fights in the middle lane. That's right. I was correct about it. She fights in the middle lane. So there you go. You will have to, test it in the test battles to see which heroes stand kind of in front of her, which heroes stand behind her. Because I'm pretty sure, as you understand, it's gonna take me a real long time to tell you all the heroes who and their position in respect to Corvus and Morrigan. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but now I think we're ready to jump into the battles to show you guys what we've prepared for you today. So Tanya, what kind of teams are we going to face today?
Or both mages and physical teams.
Yeah.
The most popular ones, well, we checked them. They're like top arena teams.
Yeah. I see someone writing in the chat in Russian to me, reminding me to show the statistics after the fights. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. That is what I was constantly forgetting to do on our previous stream, which was for our Russian subscribers. I was constantly forgetting to show all you guys the stats. Now I'm not gonna make the same mistake. I promise. Okay, Tanya, hold me to it.
Okay.
All right, now, so The first team we're going to have is against Kira team. Pretty standard one. Kira with Sebastian, Astaroth as a staple tank in many packs, Martha as a healer, and Nebula as a buffer, basically, here. And we are going to use pretty interesting heroes. Oh, and of course, those heroes will include Corvus and Morrigan. And I will show you the stats after I will show you the replay. Now I remember to do that. Now I do.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Now, yeah, it's going to take some seconds to load, and in between, you got to remember that the most important part here is to look at Corvus's altar. His altar is going to react to Kira's damage. As you can see, Kira strikes Corvus, basically ignores his armor and hits multiple targets at the same time. That means that the altar is going to deal tons of damage to her. Did you see how much damage that was? There's just so many instances of damage, and even though Kira is striking hard, she's dead. Morrigan prevents the resurrection with her first skill, and instead of coming back to life, Kira comes back as a skeleton. There you go. So, and as you can see, those skeletons now stand kind of, all over the places. They distract enemy heroes, they distract Astaroth. He's just basically showing us his back, and we attack it.
There's a whole army here.
Yeah, look how many characters.
That's scary, actually, to see this thing.
Yeah, that is actually scary. Will there be a stream for 3,000 subscribers? That's actually a good question. We'll think about it, because, yeah, 3,000 subscribers is pretty cool. Thank you guys for subscribing. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, thank you for staying with us also.
Yeah.
Well,
okay, Charlie, Hero Central is writing, equip the devil skin of Elmir. It's the #1 best skin. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool, but, we just decided that it's better to keep all those heroes without skins, because otherwise some people might think that, oh, why are you using skins on those characters while not using on those? That's not equal.
Well, it's not like that. I suppose their skin will have a maximum leveling up. So
yes, that's true.
Here they have their skins, but we didn't show them, so...
Yeah. So no one gets confused. And now I remember to show you the battle info of that battle. So as Tanya said, we are going to use Albus basically all the time with Corvus, because Albus is going to buff up Corvus's pure damage. But not only that, but Corvus, by dealing additional pure damage with his altar, will buff Albus, because Albus's first skill depends on the amount of pure damage that heroes in his team deal. So that's actually going to be a pretty cool case, I believe, in the second battle, maybe a bit later. I'm not sure, but I'll make a point once I see that. So yeah, as you can see, Daredevil dealt a lot of damage here. Yeah, she's pretty cool. Yeah, I like her. She's underrated in my opinion, but yeah, people still...
she was improved, and she really became better.
She became better indeed. I think people just have to show her a little bit more love, in my opinion. So yeah.
Show some love for
Daredevil, guys, come on. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, Morrigan healed pretty significant margin here, even though, as you remember, she can only heal undead allies. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty significant. Yeah. Okay. Now,
Nebula helped her.
Nebula helped as well, but she's not much of a healer, rather than,
but...
amplifier, so to speak. Yeah. Okay, so the next battle challenge is going to be against a pretty popular Orion team. Orion in conjunction with Dorian and Helios. Oh my god, I always for some reason forget this guy's name. I don't know why. So yeah, anyway.
Dorian and Orion.
Basically.
This is a good team.
You can see that team pretty often on your arenas, on your grand arenas, and Guild Wars, I'm pretty sure. Very interesting team, because Orion basically gets healed up by Dorian's aura, and Helios protects his teammates with his third skill from physical damage, which is pretty cool. Well, what team are we going to use against them? Well, I would lie to you if I said I didn't know, but I'm just trying to create an atmosphere of surprise here. So yeah.
Well, yeah, we beat Kira, and now really use her against
people are asking a lot about why is Kira not undead. Well, yeah, we only have Corvus and Morrigan as undead, and that's gonna stay like that for now. Now, what I wanna show you guys in this particular fight is how much damage will Albus deal to Jorgen. Look at Jorgen right now. Bam!
Yeah, and although only Corvus and Morrigan are undead, it doesn't mean that they are not good with others.
Yeah, that's true.
We show you that.
We show you exactly that, and even though Kira, for example, is not undead, she still deals a lot of damage. She still works really good in this particular team. In conjunction with Albus, in conjunction with Corvus, Kira deals pure damage itself, And as a result, Albus is just hitting so hard with his first skill, it's insane. Because,
and like skeletons, they are somehow like defending Kira.
yeah,
They're like in front of her.
That's true.
Because she's really squishy and she can die really soon.
Yeah.
In any battle, but still she's very good.
She's pretty good. She's really good.
Yeah.
And you know, all that pure damage is just so much to take for some heroes. So yeah. We're asked, like, how about dodge teams? Jasmine, Nebula, Aurora, Martha, or Astaroth? Well, dodge teams, we actually had a video some time ago about them. They're pretty cool after, you know, all this dodge mechanics was reworked in terms of energy. We don't really have a fight for you to show today, but you know, those dodge teams are pretty cool. You can test them in the dance battles. But you know, Yasmin, since she deals poison damage, you gotta be careful with Corvus, because you know, his altar is gonna deal a lot of damage. All right, so now that we covered that up, I almost forgot to show you stats, but not quite. Here are the stats. So as you can see, Kira dealt the majority of pure damage. Sorry guys, I have to sometimes fix my headphones because for some reason they started to fall off after the first stream. I don't know what the deal is about it, but okay. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. So yeah, Kira dealt most of the damage, almost 2 million pure damage. Albus dealt a lot as well. Well, you saw that Jurgen melt, and you know, Jurgen is not a character with low health. So when someone basically one-shots your Jurgen, it's pretty significant. So yeah. And as you can see here, also in healing department, Morrigan almost got to Martha. And when someone gets close to Martha in healing, you know it's a pretty good healer. Even though Morrigan heals only her undead allies, she healed the majority of healing, I guess, went towards skeletons and Corvus, naturally. And that's basically what helped them to stay in battle, because, you know, that Orion team is a pretty scary one. So yeah. Okay, that brings us to our third battle, and we are going to face a notorious team of Kark, and we're gonna use, which is pretty significant, I think, another couple of heroes that actually, you know, are very tightly connected to each other. I think you guys know who I'm talking about. All right, so let's see what we have here. This is a pretty standard Kark team, as you can see. Doesn't even have Sebastian in it. This is one of the options that people go for. They sometimes switch Faceless for Sebastian and vice versa. But here is a pretty standard pack that you will find everywhere, and that's why I think it's particularly interesting to see what our undead heroes can do. Hero Central says, "Oh hey, that is Bob." Yeah, that is a Bob team, as you can see here. This
Bob against Bob.
This purple squid right here. So Bob is gonna basically comment on Bob's performance, which is a bit strange, but all right, let's go. Let's load the replay real fast. And people are saying, spoiler, Kark is gonna lose. Oh, you know the drill. So yeah, basically here what you have to look for is how our Corvus will summon his altar, and how this altar is not actually gonna do significant tons of damage, because, you know, all these heroes in the opposing team, they actually don't have all that many instances of damage. So basically we'll have to rely on our other twins here to solve the problem. Not other twins, but our twins, who are Lars and Krista. Now, Kark will be able to resurrect if only we didn't have Morrigan. But we do have Morrigan on our side, and Kark died and couldn't be resurrected. So now he's basically our skeleton. And yeah, and as you can see, those skeletons are really distracting. They sometimes tend to, you know, redirect the attention of entire enemy team. As you can see there, like Astaroth, Martha, and Faceless, they all started to attack the enemy skeleton who's standing behind them. So I think that's pretty cool. Alright, so now the supports are basically almost dead. The outcome of the battle is already decided. All those skeletons are getting healed by Morrigan constantly. They cannot die, and they deal significant physical damage. Now even Martha is dead. She's usually the one to die last. That's what happened here for sure. So now let's take a look at the stats, of course. So what happened there is Corvus was basically the main damage dealer, surprisingly, because he was basically dealing all this damage with his altar, and even though there were not too many instances of damage, altar still did pretty cool. As you can see, this staple ability of Corvus is really insane sometimes. And of course, Albus, look at this little dragon here. He even out-damaged Corvus, because he was buffed up really hard with Corvus's pure damage by his altar. So I hope you guys, I see some of you are getting hyped in chat. I do say that is pretty exciting. They're saying awesome, they are laughing, some of them at least. That's pretty cool. And people are saying overpowered. Well, again, no, it's not actually overpowered, because as you saw there, Corvus was getting a lot of physical damage, because he's not the toughest tank when it comes to physical armor. So heroes like Kark, they can actually do pretty well against Corvus, even though we wanted to show you the instance when it didn't happen.
We're showing something effective.
Yeah, absolutely.
So of course they can die from other teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's possible. Every team can die.
Yeah, everyone dies. Yeah. That's a grim reality. A very grim reality. Sorry, guys. Didn't want to take you to such a dark place. So in terms of healing, Morrigan healed almost 500,000. Not more than 500,000, actually, almost 600,000. And again, she was only healing her Corvus and her allied skeletons. So that's pretty significant amount of heal. But I don't want to, get stuck on that point for too long. I've already mentioned that a couple of times. So now let's hear our final battle. Now that we used Lars and Krista against our major enemies, Kark teams, we would like to actually have a go against Lars and Krista. And we are going to use, in this instance, not anyone else but Kira, because Kira is pretty good, but you will see it by yourself. What I want you to notice here, again, is what will happen to Krista, enemy Krista, after Corvus will use his altar. And then look at how Albus is gonna shoot Celeste. Sorry for the spoilers, guys, but that's how you know where to look. So the altar is up, Krista used her spikes, Lars is about to use his ultimate ability, which will cause Krista's spikes to deal damage, and now she melted. And right after that, Albus used his first skill, defeating Celeste, and by the neck of their teeth, our team wins. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I have to clear my throat real quick. It's not kind on me after the second stream. All right, so what happened there is basically we needed to kill the enemy Lars and Krista real fast, because otherwise, their skills will just destroy Kira, and that's exactly what happened in the end of it. Kira landed a huge hit thanks to Sebastian and Jet, who gave her critical attack, and as a result, we were able to be victorious. But,
she died, but she did her job.
Yeah, that's basically what counts, right? In the end of the day. So let's see some of the stats here. We have Kira, who dealt the majority of damage. We have Corvus, who had Albus, as usual, as a patron pet, which basically created this real huge and fast storm of pure damage that we needed to defeat this very powerful team of, Lars, Krista, and their allies. As you can see, in healing department, no one really managed to heal too much because the fight lasted like 20 seconds or so. So that was pretty awesome. That was pretty amazing. And someone saying, Bob, remember to get a glass of water next to you. No one will mind. I absolutely agree with you. I have no idea why I didn't do that. I guess I was dealing with their organization stuff and kind of forgot to treat myself well. Yeah. I tend to forget that each stream, though. So yeah, I will definitely enjoy my glass of water after this one. But anyway, guys, what do you think?
That's the way, the way to kill twins in order to get them to them faster.
Yeah. Next, Jean Wang saying next hero is going to be Batman and Superman. Well, I guess if you can kind of see a pattern of us going for double heroes and stuff like that.
But well, I'm not sure, because of course we have like Krista and Lars, and now Corvus and Morrigan.
Yeah.
Like an obvious pairs.
An obvious pairs, definitely.
It's not like a trend in our game.
Yeah. Bob, do your parents call me Bob? That's actually a pretty cool question. No, they don't, because it's not, Bob is an English name, and I'm Russian, as you know, and I have a bit of a different name, which I prefer to keep to myself. But some people know it anyway. So yeah, anyway, tell us, guys, what you think about Corvus and Morrigan so far. What do you think about the fights which showed you? How do you think you're gonna use them? And in the meantime, let us know. And we will, before we go, we will check some more questions in the chat. chat a little bit more with you guys. So yeah, if you have anything else to say, we'll read some of the questions. Don't get upset if we don't read every single thing out there. Just impossible. So yeah. Okay. And a lot of compliments to you, Tanya, by the way. They're really happy to finally see you on the streams that I host, because, like, yeah, it was pretty pretty lonely without you here.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you too. It's always
definitely. We always
like
miss you
that.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What
now
happened?
to the questions.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. What happened when? I'm sorry, I have to scroll. What happened when Marcus? Oh my God, where's that comment? I started to read it and then it left. What happened when Marcus died and Morris is playing on the other team? Well, as you can see, Morgan won't be able to, prevent dead Marcus of using his skills, because Marcus doesn't need to resurrect in order to, use his skills. So basically, when he dies, he doesn't attempt to resurrect. Thus, Morgan does not really affect him with her first skill. Yeah, a lot of questions again about why no undead traits to heroes like Kira. Well, that's because that undead role is basically designed in our version of the game to be only for Corvus and Morrigan, and for Morrigan's allied skeletons. So yeah, I guess I hope that answers your question partially, but yeah, that's how things are. All right. Will there be a stream with Hero Wars Central? We would love that a lot. Actually, that's funny that you mentioned that, because recently we had all this new YouTubers video creators program in which we stated that we would love to to cooperate with our biggest streamers. Yeah. And right now our biggest streamer is obviously Hero Central. Shout out to Charlie. Yeah, I think we will with time come up with some kind of mutual live stream or something like that. We'll have to think about it, but that is definitely something that appeals to us, definitely.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
and it will happen.
I'm pretty sure. It's just a question of time, in my opinion. All right, so guys, I hope you're hyped up for this event. I hope you're hyped up for new heroes. Definitely you should play that event, special event, every day, because the bosses and daily tasks in that event will reset daily. You will be getting, as a result, more scrolls, more attempts to fight the bosses, and as a result, more Morgans and Corvus's coins. And you will be able to summon new heroes to get some stuff for them, buy all those nice sarcophaguses that contain various cool resources.
Yeah, and unique avatars.
And unique avatars. Don't forget unique avatars. Yeah, exactly. So as a result, that is at least what I'm going to do this night, definitely. I will finally soon get the ability to play the event. Hyped up for that.
We have more days to come.
Oh yeah, we're going on a weekend. So.
Yeah, it won't finish on Monday, so...
Yes, this event will last 7 days.
Hope you'll like it. And hope you'll have fun, because that's the most important thing. Absolutely,
totally agree with you. So yeah, I think that's about time for us to say our goodbyes. Thank you guys once again for coming to our live stream. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn the notifications on, so you never miss any streams or any video content that we put up. All right, thank you guys.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us.
An absolute pleasure, I'm pretty sure, for both of us. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.